I'm 57, and trust me, action movies don't get easier with age. I train hard, stay sharp, and give every scene everything I've got. But there's one thing I've learned: you can't out-train poor energy. And most men over 60, they're running on empty. And they don't even know it. Forget fancy supplements and miracle powders. If your energy, performance, and vitality are slipping, it might come down to something as simple as what fruit you do or don't eat. Sounds basic, I know. But when your testosterone slows down and recovery takes longer, your cells need the right kind of fuel, and most people aren't giving it to them. The right fruits keep your blood flowing, your mind focused, and your body switched on even after 60. In this video, I'm going to share 3 powerful fruits I swear by to stay energized, sharp, and in control both on set and off. They're simple, they're natural, and they work. If that sounds like something you need, give this video a like, subscribe for more no-nonsense health tips, and drop a comment to let me know your go-to fruit for fuel. Let's dive in, starting with the one fruit that boosts nitric oxide naturally and makes a bigger difference than most guys realize. All right, let's kick this off with the first fruit. And trust me, it might catch you off guard. We're not talking about some flashy supplement or an exotic superberry flown in from the edge of the earth. No, this one's been quietly studied by scientists for years. And it's sitting right there in your local produce aisle. I'm talking about the pomegranate. Now listen up. This isn't just some sweet fruit for fancy salads. This little powerhouse has shown remarkable ability to boost blood flow support, prostate health, and, well, bring back that firmness where it counts. If you're a man over 60, this needs to be part of your daily arsenal. 1. Pomegranate, the blood flow powerhouse. I'll never forget the day Mickey Rourke walked into my place. Yeah, that Mickey, tough as nails, lived 100 lives, been through the wars inside and out. 70-something leather jacket, silver chain, but there was this weight in his eyes. You could see it, something was off. He sat down, leaned in, voice low, and said something I've heard too many times over the years, Jazz. I'm not the man I used to be. Now let me tell you, this wasn't about ego. This was deeper. His energy was drained. That fire that used to burn hot, barely a flicker. And intimacy, it had started to feel like some distant memory. But here's the part that really hit me. It wasn't his age that was pulling him down. It was his circulation. His body wasn't delivering the fuel where it mattered most. And I knew exactly what to do. So I reached over, cracked open my fridge, and pulled out a bottle of something I swear by 100% pure pomegranate juice. No sugar, no gimmicks, just straight power from nature. I told him, you don't need some fancy script or a miracle pill. Just drink 6 ounces of this every morning. Trust me, pomegranate's not just some old-school fruit. It's a natural juggernaut, packed with polyphenols that fire up your blood vessels, help your arteries open up, and supercharge your nitric oxide levels. And that last bit, that's key. Nitric oxide lets your blood move freely, especially to the places that matter most for a man. And here's the kicker, it works fast. Real fast. Clinical studies show men drinking pomegranate juice daily saw serious improvements in strength and stamina in just 2 weeks. No side effects, no prescriptions, just your body doing what it was meant to do with the help of something real. But it doesn't stop there. This stuff also helps calm inflammation, fights oxidative stress, and gives your prostate the support it deserves. Those 3 things alone can take years off how you feel, especially if you've been dealing with those midnight bathroom trips or that constant pressure you can't quite explain. So, Mickey gave it a shot. 6 ounces a day. 2 weeks later, he comes back through the door and I could see the shift right away. Shoulders back. That grin was back. And get this, he says, Jazz Barrel's been looking at me like she did back in '92. That wasn't some Hollywood miracle. That was just biology getting back on track with the right help. You see, pomegranate doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't make big promises on a flashy label. But that's exactly why it works. It supports what matters: your heart, your blood vessels, your prostate. Yeah, and your performance, too. So, if you've been waking up a little slower, if passion feels like a thing of the past, I'm telling you now, don't reach for the pills first. Reach for the pomegranate. Nature built this fruit with a purpose, strength, stamina, and restoration. Now that you've got a grip on what the pomegranate can do, Let's talk about a fruit that most blokes have completely overlooked for years. And that's a mistake because this one might be the missing link when it comes to getting your vitality back. I'm talking about the avocado. Yeah, that smooth green fruit most folks just think of as guacamole filler. Turns out it's packed with exactly what your body needs to fire up natural testosterone production. Tastes good, goes with just about anything, and more importantly, it fuels your system from the inside out. See, here's the thing, guys, over 60 often chalk up low energy, a fading sex drive, and a lack of drive as just part of getting old. But in most cases, what's really going on is a hormonal imbalance. And avocado. That's one hell of a way to start setting it right. I learned that firsthand from a bloke I trained with, Salvador, 68. He'd been dragging himself through the day, mentally flatlined, felt like he'd lost his spark. So I told him to do something simple, throw half an avocado into his breakfast every morning. Nothing complicated, just a slice of that green stuff with his eggs. 1 week later, he calls me and says, "Mate, it's like someone flipped a switch in me that had been off for years." And you know what? He wasn't imagining it. Avocados are loaded with monounsaturated fats, the good kind your body needs to build testosterone. But that's just the start. They've also got magnesium, zinc, and vitamin B6, all critical for keeping your hormones running smooth, B6 especially. That stuff helps lower cortisol, your stress hormone, and cortisol's a real testosterone killer if you let it run wild. Cut down stress, feed the body right. Suddenly the engine starts purring again, but it doesn't stop there. This fruit helps regulate blood sugar, calms inflammation, and looks out for your heart. All of it connected to how well a man holds up over time. Now here's what I did, and you might want to try it too. I started adding avocado into my own mornings, especially when I had early call times or long days on set. Kept it simple, half an avocado, a squeeze of lemon, bit of sea salt. No fancy recipe needed, just results. Energy stayed solid, focused, dialed in, mood steady. No crashes, no jitters. And when paired with decent sleep and a bit of daily movement, even just a strong paced walk, you start noticing the shift. Salvador told me that 2 weeks in, he wasn't just feeling more alive, he was acting it. His wife picked up on it, said he seemed more present, more connected, sharper, and he hadn't changed his whole life. No pills, no clinic visits, just one consistent natural tweak to his morning. Most guys get suckered into thinking the only way to feel like themselves again is through hormone shots or some magic bottle off the shelf. But the truth, your body's wired to get back to balance if you give it the right tools. Avocado's that tool. Its unique combo of healthy fats and crucial micronutrients gives your system the fuel it needs to restart what's been fading. So if you've been feeling slower, if your mornings feel foggy, if your desire's been fading like a weak signal, don't just accept it. Look at your plate. Start there. You don't need to flip your entire lifestyle overnight. All it takes is one smart choice. Something small, something daily. That's how real recovery begins. Next up, we're diving into a common yellow fruit, probably sitting on your counter right now, that holds a powerful secret for recharging your cellular energy, sharpening your focus, and ramping up your circulation. There's one more fruit I've got to bring up. Nothing exotic, nothing dressed up as a miracle superfood. Just plain simple and criminally underrated. It might even be sitting in your kitchen right now. I'm talking about the banana. Doesn't sound like much, I know, but don't let how common it is fool you. This yellow beast is one of the most powerful tools for any man over 60 who wants his spark back without turning to energy drinks, caffeine overload, or synthetic boosters. I've seen too many men wake up feeling like they've already hit the wall before the day even starts, mentally slow, emotionally flat, drained before breakfast. One of them was Ramiro, 73 years old. Used to be full of life, hardworking, stayed active. But lately he said he felt like a ghost of himself. "I wake up tired, Jason. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't even know where the fire went," he told me. So I looked at his routine. His breakfast barely existed. Some days just a mug of coffee. That's not fuel, that's survival mode. I had him start small. One ripe banana in the morning paired with a spoonful of almond butter and a tall glass of water. That's it. No protein powders, no fancy shakes. Within a few days, Ramiro felt the change. More energy, a clearer head. He told me, "I'm not crashing by 10 a.m. anymore. I actually feel awake," and I could see it. His eyes had that old spark again. So, what makes this fruit so effective? It's loaded with potassium, magnesium, B6, and tryptophan all working together like a symphony. They open up your blood vessels, keep your blood sugar stable, calm your nervous system, and deliver clean energy without the crash you get from sugar or caffeine. Plus, it's a cardiovascular bodyguard. As men age, their arteries start to stiffen, circulation slows down, and everything that relies on strong blood flow, physical stamina, performance, clarity starts falling apart. But potassium from bananas helps keep your blood pressure in check, keeps the vessels soft and responsive, and gets oxygen moving to every part of your body, including the ones you don't want falling asleep on you. And then there's the mental side. That tryptophan turns into serotonin, which lifts your mood, dials down anxiety, and helps you sleep deeper. That's huge for older men who can't seem to sleep through the night anymore. Because let's get this straight. Deep sleep isn't just about rest. It's when your body produces testosterone. Without it, you're stuck in low gear. And here's what I love. Bananas are the definition of simple. No prep, no measuring. You don't need to be a chef or own a blender. Just peel it and eat it. Easy to digest, dirt cheap, available anywhere. There's no excuse not to do it. Ramiro told me that after just 2 weeks, his wife asked if he'd started some fancy new supplement. She said he seemed more alive, more focused, more present. But there was no pill, just one banana a day. Most men don't get this at first. They think real change needs to be complicated, expensive, some flashy bottle with a promise on the label. But that's a load of rubbish. What works is consistency, a little wisdom, and the right kind of fuel. And here's where things get really interesting because the real magic kicks in when you don't just eat one of these fruits, but you use all three. Pomegranate, avocado, banana. They're not random. They each handle a core part of your vitality, circulation, hormone production, and cellular energy. When those three fire together, your body snaps back to its natural rhythm like it remembers exactly how to be strong again. You're not just feeding yourself, you're rebooting the whole system. Think of your body like a high-performance engine that's been neglected for years. The lines are clogged, the gears are stiff, and the fuel's been trash. These three fruits. They're your full-service crew. Pomegranate clears the lines, avocado oils the hormonal gears, and banana throws premium fuel into the tank. Dr. Laura's used this exact trio with hundreds of men, and the results speak for themselves. Federico 70 told me that after just a month on this protocol, he felt like everything inside had synced up again. He wasn't just physically stronger, he felt emotionally sharper, more present. He said, "I'm more connected with my partner, with my kids, and with myself." And that's the key. This isn't just about firmer erections or more stamina. It's about reclaiming your presence, your focus, that inner confidence that life slowly wears down over the years. And the best part, it doesn't come from pills, injections, or high-ticket treatments. It comes from real food and the decision to take care of yourself one day at a time. Without the right fats, good fats, your body simply can't manufacture the hormone that keeps your edge sharp. And here's the kicker, these fats also help bring cortisol down, that nasty stress hormone that chips away at your masculinity every time it spikes. That's why I started with avocado, gave my body the raw materials to start rebuilding what it had lost. But I didn't stop there. I brought in bananas loaded with minerals rich in tryptophan to lift the mood and improve sleep, and packed with potassium to keep blood pressure in check. That combo of natural sugars and nutrients gives you a steady, clean burn, no crash, no jitters. So here's what I did: half an avocado, 1 whole banana, and a glass of 100% pure pomegranate juice, no added sugar. That's breakfast. No gimmicks, just a compact, powerful, nutrient-rich start to the day that actually fuels you like a man should be fueled. And let me be clear, this isn't about quick fixes. If you're expecting miracles in 24 hours, you're chasing shadows. But give it a week, stay consistent, hold the line for 2. And by the time you hit that 30-day mark, you'll feel it. Nature and science have already handed you the tools. You just have to use them. And I'm about to show you how. No fluff, no guesswork. A step-by-step plan that you can start first thing tomorrow without flipping your whole life upside down. Because real change doesn't happen in theory. It happens in the day-to-day grind, those small decisions you make every morning that add up to something massive. Start your day with a revitalizing breakfast: half an avocado, one hard-boiled or scrambled egg, a whole banana, and a glass of 100% pure pomegranate juice. That's not just a meal, it's a natural protocol to jumpstart your metabolism balance, your hormones, and charge your cardiovascular system before the world even wakes up. Lunch. Keep it balanced. Lean proteins like chicken, turkey, or fish. Add in steamed veggies or a big salad with olive oil. Want dessert? Make it a pomegranate, either fresh or juiced. Dinner. Light, easy on the gut. A warm vegetable soup or puree with a small serving of avocado. And right before bed, sip on a calming herbal tea. Chamomile or valerian will do the trick. This isn't a diet. It's a framework, a way of eating that feeds the 4 pillars of real male health: circulation, hormones, energy, and recovery. And it tastes bloody good too. Stick with this, and here's what you can expect. By day 7, you'll start noticing sharper thinking, more emotional balance, and for some, yep, those spontaneous morning erections making a comeback. Not a miracle, just biology waking up. By day 14, your overall energy's gonna climb. Your mornings won't drag, your mood lifts, your sleep deepens. Some men even say it's easier to concentrate, less fog, more focus. By day 30, everything starts locking into place. Your body responds, desire comes back naturally, confidence builds, and the best part, you're not just back physically, you're back emotionally. That kind of change doesn't come from a pill bottle, doesn't require injections or expensive clinics. It comes from a choice. One decision repeated every day to give your body what it needs and stop treating it like a machine you can ignore. Your age. That's not the enemy. Doing nothing is. Every day you neglect what your body truly needs is a day you hand the wind to fatigue, doubt, and disconnection. But every day you choose to eat right, sleep deeper, stress less, and move with purpose, that's a day reclaimed. Vitality isn't some far-off dream. It's a daily path. And it starts with something as simple as a fruit of breakfast, a moment of intention to feel strong again, to feel yourself again. If you've made it this far, you already know what comes next. You start with what's simple. 3 fruits, 3 systems, 1 promise to yourself. Let your body do the rest. Your body isn't broken. It's just been waiting for you to listen.